was the star move, and 3-3. This is some match.
All right, we got a real challenge
Do
here.
you want to change your prediction about the match score?
I
5.5, 3.5.
5.5, 3.5.
Yes.
Well, I kind of want to, because I don't think we're gonna see any draws.
Doesn't look like it.
No.
No. And these two guys don't. They are not much for playing draws. So
No,
unlike me.
Since I made a prediction, I'm gonna stick with it. But as it is per now, I'm saying 6-4 maybe.
This could easily be a 5-5 match. I mean.
Yeah.
It's gonna be cool to see. This is of course Linus's pet opening, the French defense, and he played a Rubinstein variation. And Johann Sebastian will of course be very tempted to go for the long castle.
Is French Linus's pet opening?
I think he has played the French defense a lot, yes.
Yeah, because Johann Sebastian also plays the French.
He's also been playing
regularly.
the French, yeah, but I don't think he plays it that much anymore.
Okay.
I don't think so, but Johann Sebastian plays everything though. I mean, he plays a lot of openings.
Yeah, just
Linus plays the Sveshnikov as well with black, and I think he can play e5 or something, but I've seen him play the French defense a lot. Of course, you don't want to go for Queen G2 in these variations, because Rook G1 and His Majesty will face some slight difficulties on G8. C5, thematic break from Linus, needs to be timed to perfection almost in these variations. You can't take, of course, because the knight will be hanging, so C4, bishop F4. Again, this
cannot
queen
take on D4 because of...
discovered check. At least that's one of your problems. It does. Maybe he was out of options, Linus, because of the slightly annoying moves here. White
was
had at this
was that
disposal.
necessary? I mean, he didn't blunder that. I don't believe
He didn't blunder, but I'm guessing if you retreat with the queen, then DC and the position is looking like, well, a real shambles.
Like knight on the rim.
So he might be tempted to go for some positional compensation here with a strong pawn in the center and playing with the minor pieces, but it looks like the game we just had. I mean, maybe some compensation, but not enough. That's my take, at least. It shouldn't be a problem for white to coordinate these pieces here. And go knight to d3 maybe, bishop to e5 and get the pawns going maybe. Maybe even do this immediately. Okay, he wants to gobble up this one.
Do you want to read the Dr. Grafstein's comment?
No, I don't have time for that actually.
Well, he's pretty much saying that there is a lot of people in the background in Linus's at Linus's place, and yeah, I think we can see a lady there, but doesn't look like it's affected his play.
Not bad,
a lot.
Linus, but no, he looks concentrated, so that's not a big worry, I think. Bishop F2.
Put on his headphones and probably listening to some what was it, Swedish house mafia,
hard style or techno. I'm pretty sure it's not Mozart he's listening to. Knight F4. Okay.
Yeah.
I mean, this is not hopeless for black, but
you need
this pawn is in trouble.
Yeah, knight d3, no, g4.
Knight g4, of course this would be a major coup for white, getting this bishop. And then the pawn would be hanging. You could consider e5, but then again this would be a very ugly double pawn. Maybe e5 is your best option though.
Maybe
d3, okay.
d3, yeah.
Basically the same point, trying to save the pawn, but allowing this double pawn.
Takes g3, knight e2.
Yeah.
Yeah, not so clear.
Maybe even bishop e3 is an improvement, but to get this one.
True.
So I'm guessing knight takes f6 is a move that must be played. Otherwise, there's not much point in going to g4. But how to proceed afterwards? Minute and a half for Johann Sebastian, about the same for Linus, and the match score is 3-3. And again, we can remind you of the format, guys. It's best out of 10. So if you score 5.5, you've won the match. And then you'll be unlucky enough to play Ariantari in the final.
Yes.
So pawn goes on h6, I guess.
Maybe.
It's not in this position. It's not significant, this pawn. But what is significant is The fact that this king is very, very airy and might be in trouble after something like this. But of course, this pawn needs protection, and b3 is not possible because of this fork. So suddenly, Linus has managed to.
As you so nicely put it, to conjure up something, yeah.
Yes, and now rook c4 is.
Yeah, it's also.
Queen e3. Trying again to get to this.
Lara, yes, this is another example of the famous Lasse Komp. It is for sure, I would say.
I'm thinking we are. This is way more than Lasse Komp right now. Lasse Komp is.
Lasse
Komp definition, not compensation.
Lasse Komp isn't by definition that dubious, I would say.
Yeah, this is way beyond Lasse Komp. I totally agree with Madlan. Lasse Komp by nature is dreaming about having compensation. This is real compensation and probably good as well. Rook d3 is suggested by
but he now played
Skurkis, but if you play it now, then I guess something like this will happen.
Yes, and the endgame is suddenly even.
Could have played it here because the mate is covered by the bishop.
Yeah, that would probably be
a better try because this pawn is killing white. White's coordination is super bad because of this pawn. Going to d4 now might be an option.
What about rook c2?
Solidify. Rook c2, yeah, also a move. Looks very nasty this for white, but of course, if you deliver mate, then you win. So that's also something.
Yeah, it is.
Rook d4, queen a8.
Yeah, king a7, queen f8.
Yeah, and you don't want to allow that stuff, and you don't have anything specific with black yet. So I'm thinking rook c2 was a step in the wrong direction. Maybe just keep the rook centralized and ask white what's going on.
Yeah, if you go back, rook c4 here. No. In the current position, rook c4 here.
Rook c4, yeah. Okay, maybe you just
white needs to go back,
yeah,
right?
I'm guessing. Maybe you could do this. No, yeah, maybe you could do this.
Oh wow.
Maybe you could have taken on d3, but okay.
Okay.
Rook d5.
He's playing for the window.
Yeah, he is, and he's playing very well here, Linus. His coordination is perfect. Look at these rooks, just shutting this queen out completely of the game. Bishop on h6 is not doing much unless it can contribute to a mating attack, and this pawn is still well and truly alive. So this is looking uncomfortable.
For sure.
Yeah. And Jan Sebastian down to 20 seconds. Linus already, we've been accustomed to his time management. He's down to 8 seconds.
Yeah, Linus is playing really, really well, I would say.
Yeah, he is very good, guys. You shouldn't be surprised. If you are, you shouldn't be. Linus is super strong. Of course, Jan Sebastian is as well. So this is a
now rook
very
b5
cool
is a threat.
Rook b5 is a major threat, yes. f4, I guess rook b5, b4, knight c3,
c3
mate, yes. Okay, and it's mate.
It is
very nice win by Linus 4-3, and Jan Sebastian must be disappointed.
Yeah, he's a bit devastated. I see he's shaking his head there.